would very well remember the story of two 15-year-old students who fell from the 67th floor of the Altair building in Colombo. An apparent double suicide that shocked the entirety of Sri Lanka. It's suspected to have taken place due to social and psychological pressures, bringing to light the pervasive issue of mental health of the youth of Sri Lanka. In another heartbreaking story, a mother reportedly took her own life after being unable to afford a child's school bag, reflecting on how economic hardships can become emotionally devastating for a parent as a provider. These are only two examples of prolonged dissatisfaction of Sri Lankan citizens. So why is this prolonged dissatisfaction taking place? What is causing Sri Lanka's mental health to deteriorate? Reason number one, social pressure on wealth and material success. Society often equates happiness with material success, leading people to compete against each other to achieve higher financial status and physical luxuries. This often leads many to feel inadequate to compete in this rat race and leads them to be stressed and experience anxiety overall. Reason number two, extreme competitiveness. From a young age, individuals face extreme pressure to achieve academic and professional success, which leads to them having little to no space for mental well-being or personal fulfillment. This unhealthy competition creates an endless cycle of chronic stress among the youth of Sri Lanka. Reason number three, erosion of family and communal bonds. Sri Lanka's family and communal bonds are weakening over the years due to increased migration and urbanization. Political and economic instability has led to people engage in a rat race, leading to more and more isolation and feelings of hopeless and loneliness. Reason number four, cultural expectations. Lack of freedom for youth to express themselves, explore themselves freely. Expectations of stereotypes on gender, sexuality, and age range, weighing on their shoulders is a heavy burden. Reason number five, social stigma surrounding mental health. Labels are put upon people who seek mental health support, and this leads to isolation from society. And in fear of being isolated and labeled psychologically disabled, people avoid seeking help, leading to more and more loneliness, hopeless, and suicidal thoughts. Reason number six, lack of mental health support. Despite the rising needs of mental health support, it is limited and scarce. Counseling services are either unavailable or unaffordable, leading to people isolating themselves, feeling a loneliness of facing their battles, without societal help as well as professional support. So what are some existing systems in place to address this challenge? The National Institute of Mental Health and NGOs similar to Sumitrayo have introduced helplines for those in such need. However, these are underfunded and underutilized. So what could be done to address this gap? Community-based mental health programs, government investments need to take place in relation to mental health services. Schools, workplaces need to educate our citizens on their mental health and how to cope and manage. The need for purposeful living and connection. This prolonged dissatisfaction is a result of focusing on personal achievements, on oneself. There is now more than ever a need to believe in the identity of a collective, focusing on community services, environmental initiatives, political and communal well-being. And now we will be able to replace the personal well-being with a collective well-being and be able to uplift each and everyone. Building a nation's purpose. On a larger scale, prioritizing mental health, building communities, and personal well-being can benefit Sri Lanka. Despite economic, political, and societal challenges, Sri Lanka will create a resilient identity, resilient community that will survive it all. By prioritizing societal values like unity, compassion, diversity, and a sense of communal purpose, Sri Lanka will build a new identity beyond unhealthy competition, beyond materialism, beyond societal and cultural expectations of individuals. A new national spirit could be created. What are your thoughts on the mental health of Sri Lankan citizens? What can we do to address this challenge? Share your thoughts on the comment section with us and subscribe to Circle 24 to watch more videos like this. I'm Sahla and you're watching Circle 24.